Good morning, this is Tom Oberheim talking to you from the NAMM show in Anaheim, California, the 2017 NAMM show. As you may know, I've been building analog synthesizers since the 1975 period, but I actually got started in 1969-1970 building effects, and for this NAMM show I've brought a couple of my two original products in the industry, which is the Oberheim ring modulator that was I brought out in 1970, and the phase shifter here was the first phase shifter on the market in 1971, and just for fun we brought them back to the NAMM show to remind people that I've been around for a while. Of course, my main fame is in analog synthesizers, and that started in 1975 when I first brought out a synthesizer expander module, which is shown. I have one right here. The original plan for this synthesizer module was to expand and make more interesting things from the synthesizers of that era, which were the ARP 2600 and the Mini Moog. And so this was made a little different from those two synthesizers, especially the filter, which is a two-pole state variable filter, which the idea was to complement the ARP and Moog products. But then in 1975, I got the idea to take 4 of these modules with a digital scanning keyboard, and the NAMM show, actually the NAMM show in Chicago in 1975, I showed the first polyphonic synthesizer that you could buy in a music store. And it was available both as a 4-voice and an 8-voice, and it became very popular. A lot of famous songs were done with the 4-voice and 8-voice Oberheim. Of course, one of the big ones was Weather Report's Birdland. Joe Zawinul had an 8-voice Oberheim, and he did marvelous things with it. So then over the next few years, my first company, Oberheim Electronics, we developed many synthesizers. Of course, the 4-voice and 8-voice started it. Then we had in 1977 the OB1. Later we had the OBX, OBXA, OB8, Matrix 12, Expander, DMX drum machine, DSX sequencer. And then in 1985 my first company went away by a manner which we won't talk about. And then I did different things. I had another synthesizer I brought out in 1995. Then I was out of the business for a while, but then when I discovered, a little late, but discovered the analog revival that was happening in the 2000s, I decided to come back into the business. And I brought back the synthesizer module, started selling that. In the 1975 period, one of the synthesizers I developed was what I call the Oberheim 2-voice. It had 2 synthesizer modules and a small sequencer. I decided a couple years ago to bring back the 2-voice, and you can see it here. We have black versions and we have beige versions, and basically it's 2 of the expander modules. In this particular case, these are the black versions, but the black and the beige are the same, exactly the same electronically. And then I have also the sequencer, which is very interesting because you can not only design a sequence with the knobs, you can also play it in on the keyboard. And then when you have some sequences, you can chain the sequences together and make very complex songs. So that's the product line we currently have. At this NAMM show this year, or not 2017, I'm showing Eurorack versions of both the SEM. So this has been made smaller into Eurorack format. We've added some features, and it will be 100% analog and 100% voltage control. And then we also decided to put my original two products from 1970, 1971 also in the Eurorack format. And so that's basically the story from the day one in 1970 up to now. It's nice talking to you. Goodbye for now.